I did it on Roll20, and it was okay. We unfortunately didn't get that far. I think the game master really sort of lost interest in it just because of the. I think he found it more complicated to run in the long run. Mind you, I think it's one of those games where I think if I was playing it in person, I might have got a bit more enjoyment out of it. It seems very much the type of pick up and go beer and pretzels type game for it, where you just have to. I think you got to know people a little better, maybe, and interact with them. It just that was just my feeling. I haven't really found any other. I haven't been in any other Fate games since then. Since I haven't really found anything that was interesting to me because I was really wanted to just do the Spirit of the Century type pulp ish. Is what I was looking for.
Yeah, I did a Dresden Files Fate game about a year and a half ago, and like you said, it's very loosey goosey. It stresses creativity and creative problem solving using your very broad skills, and it's just, is it a difficult thing? And it shifts pluses and minuses on the die. And yeah, it kind of devolved quickly with our game as well. People were coming up with all kinds of weird magic that they shouldn't have even had. Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah, I got the sense that, yeah, definitely like with the right group, sounds like it could be really fun, but like with randoms on the internet, it seems like more of a crapshoot than usual.
Yeah, and mine was a random on Fantasy Grounds.
All right.
Okay. Let's see what happens to you guys here.
We'll get our asses kicked
Continuously.
What is your move here? You come down the stairs and you are surrounded by dudes.
I'm going back up the stairs.
Are you going back up the stairs?
If I can I?
Is that an option?
Sure.
I mean, the other option is we slug it out here surrounded by guys.
Yeah, at least if we get upstairs, we can use the stairs as a funnel.
Okay. As they're going to be able to get some attacks off as you try to run up the stairs.
How does this even work?
So that's not going to be good enough. Next guy. Is his brawl 70 or 60? His brawl is, of course, 65. All right, so 70 is not enough. Next guy. Well, now it's my turn to have the bad rolls.
Someone's got to do it.
God damn it. I get you with the odds. And I can't. All right. Okay.
Actually, I meant to ask, should we do this? Should we go back to like Jack before we do this? Or?
Oh, well, no, we're going to do this first. Then we'll talk. Then we'll have fun with Jack.
Because it's already 10 o'clock.
So this guy. Oh, don't worry. So Muktu grabs you, Jesse. Are you going to try to dodge or fight back?
Dodge.
Okay.
Wait, what?
You're going to need an extreme.
Purple or green?
Either one. Regular success. Okay, so he gets you in a grapple
How does this even work? Why do I need an extreme?
because I rolled an extreme on my to hit with a 14.
Okay, so will I always? Oh, you know what? I actually didn't roll the right roll. It looks like. Hold on a second. I don't know why I ended up rolling drive.
Okay.
That's weird. I'm pressing dodge. Why is it? All right, there you
There's
go.
dodge. All right, hard success. Uh,
Can I luck point it? How does that work?
you can't use luck on combat.
Oh, really?
Pretty sure. 99% sure that combat and sanity are the two things that you can't burn luck on.
No, I don't know. That's fine.
Mook.
Could have swore someone did that, but I haven't tried any. I don't think I've used any luck yet.
All right. This next Mook is going to try to grab for Seamus. Seamus, I will need either a dodge or fight back. Okay. Is that a dodge or a fight back? Dodge, okay. You successfully get out of his way. Damn you. All right.
I zigged when I should have zigged, and I zagged when I needed to.
And this guy fails. Oh, okay. This guy, let's see, 5 is next to Alistair. Alistair, you're going to need an extreme either dodge or fight back. Okay, he's got you grappled.
Wait, what?
And Mook 8. Mook 8 is near Seamus. So Seamus, make another either dodge or fight back, and you'll have 1 penalty die. Roll a d10. So you're going to have 1 penalty die because this is your second dodge. So just roll a d10, and then you take the worst, either the 3 or whatever you roll on your d10.
Yep. Sorry, I just had to look it up again. It's been a while.
Yeah, just slash roll 1d10 or in the dice tray on the left. 6. Okay, so 66 would be a fail for you. Okay, so all right, so Jesse, Seamus, and Alistair are grappled. And Edjo comes over on his turn and comes up to Jesse and holds a rag over your face, Jesse, and says, "Hey, does this smell like chloroform to you?"
No, I say no.
Jesse, make a Constitution check.
How the hell do you even do that? Let me see here.
There should be a die next to con on your character sheet.
Where's con? All right, coin flip. Fail.
Okay, you pass out.
Like in 4 weeks. This is crazy.
Martin, you're the only one who's not grappled. What would you like to? You were running up. You ran upstairs. The rest of your dudes didn't follow you. What are you doing?
Burn it down and sift through the bodies later. George is still on mute.
Can I drop prone from the top of the stairs to get 95% cover and then shoot the guy at the bottom of the stairs?
You can. Go
Okay.
ahead and make a firearms roll. You take 1 penalty die for diving for cover while you're doing it, but hard success. All right. Okay, Mook number 6. You hit him, and he kind of says, "Oh my God, that hurt." Okay. Seamus, you are currently being grappled. You can try to break free with an opposed strength roll.
Okay. Is that the only way, or can you reverse anything, given my background as a fighter?
I will allow you to make fighting brawl.
Okay.
Nope.
Oh, jeez.
Okay. Mook number 3 is going to try to subdue. Which one is Mook? Yeah, he's going to try to subdue Seamus. So Seamus, make a Constitution save against chloroform. It's going to have to be a hard success. Nope, takes you a little bit longer, but you do pass out. Mook number 1 is going to attempt to subdue Alistair. Alistair, make a Constitution save. You're going to need a hard success. Extreme. Okay, you do not go under.
I sniff that stuff for fun on Saturday nights.
Number 9 is going to attempt to run up the stairs at Martin.
It's like
Do I get an attack of opportunity? Like, what the hell?
Nope, that is not a
Headshot.
mechanic in this.
Cool.
You do get a bonus die because you are actually no. You are laying prone, and he is attacking you melee, so there's no penalty for being prone. But he apparently can't get shit done. 10 is going to attempt the same thing. 2, nice. Okay, either dodge or fight back. Although if you're prone, you're dodging with a penalty die. So if you hit the, I think it's
I
the.
don't understand. Like, I should have gotten a significant strategic advantage by moving up the stairs, right? I couldn't shoot them as they were coming up. Like, what?
You only get 1 shot per. You already took your shot.
Ugh.
Welcome to the
So there was
joy
no way
of
for me to
being
move.
outnumbered.
Ugh.
Okay, he grabs you and make a Constitution save. One of the other mooks runs up and puts a chloroform rag over your mouth. You'll need a hard success on a Constitution save. Okay, you pass out. Alistair, you are the only one who's still awake. Tell me what Alistair's doing with this. Are you continuing to struggle? What are you doing?
Fellas. Could I interest you in a jelly baby?
You're gonna try to talk your way out of it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can see this is not going well. I will come peacefully. So is this what, a charm maybe?
Sure, I'll let you attempt a charm against Ed Show here.
Eh,
Come on.
Not so much. Okay.
I'm only 4 off. I can 4
wanna-
off.
Okay, let me see what his. Let me see if he believes you. Okay, he's not that bright. He really wasn't, didn't figure on the chloroform not working. So he says, "All right, bind him.
Severely outnumbered. I can see you.
Bind him. He's old and doesn't look like he'll be much trouble." So they tie your hands behind your back. You can see that they're doing the same thing to everyone else. And then they put a blindfold over your head. You're conscious for this, and you feel yourselves being moved, but that's where things end for you. Meanwhile, Jack is at the Blue Pyramid Club.
Like end to end, should we roll new characters?
No, that's just where consciousness leaves you all for a while. I thought I had a Zara token on this map somewhere. All right, well, it doesn't matter. So Jack is at the Blue Pyramid Club, having fun, hanging out, having a good old time. Jack, you think this date is going really, really well. You're kind of lost, looking deeply into Zara's eyes, and you definitely you are sure that this date is going really, really well, and that everything is just going to be just hunky-dory, and you're even thinking about moving back to London, or moving to London. You could see yourself, maybe even having a life here. This is awesome, and you're having a great time. You're having some drinks. You're watching the show. The musicians are great tonight. They're much better than they were last night. You're really, really enjoying everything. And after about your second drink, things start getting a little fuzzy. And you're kind of like, things are moving in and out of focus, and then That's about where the last thing you remember for a little while. All of you wake up. Oh, that's the table.
In a
All of-
coffin.
All of you wake up. And you are not in a coffin. Let me just grab
Damn
your
it.
tokens. Okay, so you wake up and you are in a rather squalid room. And there's you would guess that you're underground. It's pretty leaky here. You're not in a nice room at all. Cell, you might call it. The five of you are kind of sitting/laying when you wake up on the floor in this room with bars on the doors. And in the next cell over, there's an emaciated man in his late 50s, or you would guess late 50s, in extremely tattered clothes. He looks to have been profusely beaten over a long time. And he says to you, "God have mercy on you, gents. There's no escape for you now, other than the eventual sweet release of death once Gavigan tires of playing with you. I'm Gregory Munden, formerly Inspector of the Metropolitan Police, and I've been tortured here for I don't even know how long.
Well, I guess the meeting tomorrow's off.
Well, there's another nice mess you've gotten me into.
Question: how in control of his own opinions does Jack feel at this point?
You feel pretty much yourself.
So not still thinking, "Oh, this is fine. This is totally normal."
No, you definitely are not
Not so
thinking that
much.
this is fine.
Yeah. All right.
Use your safe word.
Oof. Well, gentlemen, I mean, I've woken up in weird places after a night out before, but this is pushing the envelope a bit. I'm not gonna lie.
Wait, so are we on? Wait, are we in this green grocery shop thing?
You're not on a map right now.
All right.
Let me just drag this back to London, and we'll just use this here.
Well, crap.
So Munden kind of looks you all over and says, "You don't look like the usual type that gets brought in. What did you do to end up in Gavigan's bad graces?"
That's a long story, but do you know by chance if Gavigan is connected to any organizations that could be called cults, for example.
Well, being the head of the Order of the Brotherhood of the Black Pharaoh is probably fits that bill, I'd say.
Yeah, that does add up with some of our lines of inquiry. Um, hmm. We were a little incautious with the questions we were asking, I think.
So,
Apparently, if you break
I'm
into
not so
oh,
sure it was Gavigan that we've got on the bad side of, more Zara Saphir.
I think we made an enemy of the cults of the Black Pharaoh in general, to be fair.
So anyway,
he's so
do we have any of our possessions on us?
you've been relieved of all your firearms.
How about my hidden away picks?
Make a luck roll. You still have them.
Does Seamus still have the wristwatch that Jack entrusted to him?
Yes.
I will be taking that back, please.
So here's what Munden can tell you. Uh, he says Zara Shafiq is just a pawn. The real head of the order is Gavigan. Um, but because he's so well connected through his peerage, no one's ever been able to make anything stick. Gavigan has an estate called Miser House, where the monthly sacrifices take place at the dark of the moon. Horrible rituals that'll turn your hair white. Miser House is on an island in the wilds of Essex, in Walton-on-Naze. It's 3 to 4 hours from London. Says the rituals might be the only place where Gavigan is vulnerable. He's too well connected to be taken down by the police. They made as if to sacrifice me a few times, but always decided I might be more useful alive. But several times I was left unbound on the estate. If I wasn't so damned weak from my mistreatment, I might have been able to do something. Please don't tell Barrington that I live. He'd stop at nothing to get me back, and I can't bear the thought of him forsaking his badge.
When you say Miser House, how is that spelled?
Misr.
Okay. Yeah. In character, that means nothing to Jack, but yeah. Maybe our smart guys might want to try something.
Not sure it means anything to me.
Yeah, that being the cult role.
Probably history or archaeology, or language Arabic.
I
Sorry.
don't have Arabic.
Sorry, I'm leveraging out of character knowledge here, but
Not my Bollywick.
yeah, out of character that means something to me, but in character, nothing. So
All right, I'll try history. I'm actually strong in history. That's a
Hard success. Let me see what you know about Miser House. So in you know that in Arabic, Miser means Egypt.
that's what I knew out of character. Yeah.
You know, But that's about all that you know just off the top of your head. Um, actually, well, hard success. You've probably heard of this, Alistair. There's it's a fairly um, historical house that was built during the 16th century. That's all you know off the top of your head, but you think that you probably read a book about that at some point, and that if you ever get out of here, you might be able to find more information out.
All right, noted.
Trying not to go on an out of character tangent. Sorry. But yeah. So, Munden, do you know where we are right now? Is this underneath Miser House?
No, I believe that we're back in London.
So what do you say we leave?
Any plan that involves not getting killed is a plan I support.
See about getting out of here.
So Munden says to you, he says, I don't see any way around it. Gavigan must die. The police are going to be powerless to intervene. The Egyptian murders will continue. There's no way to stop it. But if you cut off the head of the snake, the body should die.
Gavigan,
Hail Hydra.
Gavigan, he's rich. He's got connections. It's going to be hard to bring him down without just killing him. That's true.
So we're gonna go for the high explosive option.
Yes.
We have an appointment with them tomorrow.
That just means we need more
Well,
weapons.
We had an appointment with him tomorrow. We don't actually know how long it's been. Also, he knows who we are now, I assume. So there's that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't suppose Munden knows how long we've been here.
Munden says, hasn't been long. You boys were... Well, I don't know how long it took before you got here, but
Sure.
you boys were only laying there on the floor for about 15 minutes before you came round.
All right, who's good with disguises?
So,
Pretty sure it's none of us.
at this point, the door to the front of the room opens, and 3 cultists come in
Screen.
and open Munden's cell and drag him out. He screams and struggles ineffectually the whole way, alternatively begging for his life and screaming for them to finally end it this time. And then the door closes with a final clank, and the screams are severely muted as you continue, as he's continued to be dragged away.
Well, that's cheerful.
So
Did they notice that we were awake when they came in and got the inspector?
They didn't seem to pay any attention to you.
I see.
again, let's start getting out of here.
How confident are we that we can fight our way out with no weapons? Because I think that might just end up being what we have to do.
Okay, first, well, I possibly find something. Is there an electric light source in where we are?
Yes, there's a naked bulb hanging from the ceiling outside your cell.
Mm-hmm.
See, this is the time to make a death ray when you're in a cell anyway, so you might as well, kill some time.
No, but there's
For
something
Iron
like
Man.
no, but there's more like run a wire from a light bulb to handle of a doorknob and electrocute somebody. You have to. But what if
That
we?
could be a part of this plan.
Yeah. But I mean, at this point, first thing I think we should do is see if we can't get out of the cells, or at least get them unlocked.
One step at a time, fair enough.
So let's see. Hell.
Doesn't look great.
So pushing. I'm going to go calm myself, get cool and collective, and I'm going to attempt to push
Okay.
and center myself.
Breathe out.
And that.
There you go. You get the door to the cell open.
I am one with the Force, and the Force is with me.
Oh wait, we weren't restrained. I assumed that we were still tied up.
You were no longer tied up.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah, he used the safe word.
Banana.
Is there anything of use outside of ourselves
No.
before the door? And so those guys, when they came in, they had their keys already. It wasn't like there's a set of keys or anything around here.
No, they had the key to Munden's cell.
Anybody want to listen at the door and see if they can figure out if anybody's out there?
I certainly can.
Sure, make a listen roll.
No one else wants to.
Let's continue
Oh.
with the fails. Nope.
Okay, someone else did, I guess.
You don't hear anything.
All right. You hear all the things.
You hear some mice in the next building over, but you don't hear any people outside the cell.
You hear the whispers of the great old ones. Gain 2d10 insanity. Lose 2d10 insanity. I'm thinking of the wrong system.
So, what do you want to do?
Tell you what.
First
Let's
question
check
is
Peek around,
the
peek around the corner.
external door locked? They might have thought we're safe in the cell and never locked the outside door.
It is not locked.
As far as this little cell block goes, is it just like our cell, Munden's cell, nothing else?
Yep.
Okay.
Wait, we're all in the same cell.
Yep.
I thought I somehow thought we were all in one room with, like, what's his name, Munden.
You're in a similar room, or you're in the same like general area in a basement, but there's cells on both sides of and a hallway down the middle. And Munden was in one cell, and you guys were in the other one.
No other cells.
Yeah, basically.
No other
we don't-
cells.
There's only one way to go from here.
Yeah. So I say we stealthily try to get out the door. We didn't hear anything with a superpowered hearing check.
You did not hear anything.
Yeah. If all else fails, I'll just say,
If all else fails, we
Uh,
just fail again.
no. If all else fails, is this the way to the gift shop? This is the Tower of London, right?
Okay.
Donde está el sanitario?
Make a stealth roll.
Donde está la biblioteca?
Everyone, I assume.
Yeah.
Où est la piscine?
Nope.
We're just loud as fuck.
You guys
Well,
are still
you
a little
guys
bit stiff from your chloroform hangover, but you make it through the door, and there's a set of stairs beyond the door.
Hopefully, Munden is screaming loud enough. He's keeping them occupied.
You don't hear Munden screams anymore.
Uh-oh.
So what you're saying is this complex is very well soundproofed, so they won't hear us anyway. Let's go with that.
Just
It's
stairs?
Let's go upstairs.
I scream.
Okay.
First, is there just the stairs? Or is there
There's
anything
just
else?
the stairs.
Okay.
The stairs end at a trap door.
We're gonna be back in the Juju house.
Exactly.
Can we do a listen yet?
New York. Hell.
You see, you see Alejandro.
This time
I-
Tarek makes the extreme. You don't hear anything on the other side of the trapdoor.
Okay. Well, it's
Is it
go
locked?
through or go back. I mean,
Pull a Jack Burton. Ah!
it's all in the reflexes.
Okay, so who's going to try first?
Have we determined whether it's locked?
Well,
You push up on it gently to check.
Sure.
Make a stealth roll as you do that.
actually, first, is there a lock mechanism?
You don't see one from this side.
That's
All right. I will push quietly on the trapdoor then.
Okay. Make a stealth roll.
Okay.
Is it leaking?
Yay!
You quietly open the trapdoor.
I sort of open it like a couple of inches and peek around a little bit, I guess.
It appears to be fairly dark on the other side of the trapdoor.
Okay.
So I can't get the scene from Aliens out of my head where it's like they look at the thing and then there's just like all the xenomorphs. Close the door.
So what you're saying is we should take off and nuke the site from orbit.
That's the only way to be sure.
that seems
Fucking
to be
A.
a specialty.
All right. Well, look at it this way. If I can't see, if it's too dark for me to see out the trapdoor, it's too dark for them to see into the trapdoor. Unless they're creepy eldritch abominations, in which case we're dead anyway. So I go ahead and open the trapdoor all the way.
Okay. It's pretty dark in the room that this is opened up into. You can't see a whole lot. There's a little bit of light coming in from the far end of the room, but the end that you're on, there's not a whole lot of light.
So is it? So it's completely dark. I mean, is there a change in, like the air, or like the way it smells, or?
It smells much better here than it did in the damp dungeon basement.
I said, does it smell like belly dancers, patchouli oil, and
Hippies.
still
We got-
cigars, and
Little bit, actually.
So we don't have anything with us, or on us,
that's
Nothing-
okay. We're members here.
Weapon-wise, I don't.
or just in general. Do
Your
we,
your
like-
weapons were taken from you, but nothing else was.
All right. So we have
Jack
all-
still has his wristwatch, so everything's fine. When you say there's a little bit of light on the far side of the room, is that end of the room lit, or is it like sort of leaking in from a doorway?
Leaking in from something.
Okay, yeah.
All right. I'm gonna end it because if we stumble around and there's shit in here already, then it's just gonna get us. I have matches.
Okay.
If I still have everything else but weapons,
Yep.
I'll light one.
Okay. So, Jesse, you spent some time here. You know exactly where you are. You're behind the bar at the Blue Pyramid Club in the main ballroom.
Interesting. I whisper to the rest of the party. We're We're back at the club.
Figured that.
All right, I'm gonna extinguish the match, and so we're behind the bar.
You're behind the bar in. Let me move us over to the blue pyramid map. So you guys are.
All right, so you got matches. We're
Zara's
behind the
not
bars
here
with a bunch of
anymore.
booze.
So get rid of
What do you
her.
say we Molotov cocktail this thing and leave?
So you guys are coming up the hole right here. So this is the trap door that you guys are
Okay.
coming up.
Okay.
I say we got to leave a flaming pit every time we leave a building.
It's not a bad idea to have a weapon, so I do like grab a bottle of booze or something.
Okay.
I
Choosing
Big
something
bottle
thick.
club.
It's all.
I grabbed
that?
the most expensive bottle of booze I can find, just for reasons.
Just on general principle. Okay.
Yeah, you know,
I'll take a drink first, and then
preferably unopened bottle, by the way.
Okay.
Heavy.
not that picky.
Behind-
Wait, so there's windows in this club?
So these windows here, the curtains are. So these windows here have very heavy curtains that are drawn.
Yeah.
This one over here, the curtain's a little bit pulled back, which is where the light that you saw leaking is coming from.
Okay.
windows look
But
barred?
it's you definitely get the idea that it's still nighttime out. There's not a
Okay.
lot of light coming in.
Did someone ask if the windows are barred?
The windows are not barred.
Are the windows openable?
Yes.
Should we just like escape out the windows?
What floor are we on here?
Second floor.
Okay.
Wait, how did we go from the basement to the second floor? Oh, because we went up the stairs. All right. Well.
Could be an option. We should.
Be next to the greengrocer's shop.
Yeah, I guess we could do that if it turns out there's a horde of
Let's
something.
peek out the windows before jumping through them, in case
Well-
there's something out there we don't want to jump into.
I don't think we jump through it now, but yeah, sure.
Just want to take a lay of the land.
Okay. I guess Jack will creep up to the first window and pull the curtain aside very slightly and take a peek out of it.
Okay. Make a spot hidden roll.
Okay. Spot hidden. I get a bonus die on that. So
Success.
that's a success.
Okay. You don't see anything too unusual. You guess from looking outside that it's and the fact that there's no one in the club, that it's probably somewheres between 3 and 4 in the morning, you would guess.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we have to watch. We should know the time.
The street seems pretty empty. Okay, yeah, it's 3:30 in the morning.
Okay. We're in a fairly nice part of London. There are probably streetlights of some kind, right?
Yes.
And it's pretty quiet out there.
Yes.
Okay.
I mean,
All
we could
right.
just walk out the door if there's really nobody, but I'm
I-
gonna listen at this door.
I mean, there's going to be somebody around.
Okay, make a listen roll.
Make a fail listen roll. Here we go.
You don't hear anything.
So the slightly open curtain with the light coming through it is this one.
Yes.
I will creep over to that one and very carefully peek through it.
Okay. You don't see anything, it's just the other side of the street, but you don't see anything too different.
Okay, no cultists or blood sacrifices or anything. That's good. That's good.
No, they're all at the who's it house.
Nizar house.
That too. I'm assuming this door is not locked, but did I try it?
It is not locked.
It's not.
Yeah, so we walk out the front door if we can get out there.
Right? I
Oh
open
yeah. No way this is a
the
trap, right?
door. I open the door and look down the hall.
Okay. Are you just looking, or are you doing spot hidden?
Well, I guess first time.
Stay spotted.
Just regular looking, but I guess I could spot stuff. I look carefully.
Okay.
Is there enough light to look, or will I have?
It's pretty dark on the other side of the door.
Okay.
The lights are off in the club, and there's no windows in that hallway, so it's pretty dark.
Should we just open the windows in here?
Where did they take Munden? Right. My worry is if we take any of the mundane exits, so to speak, we might run into someone. So I vote we tear down some of the curtains, open one of the windows, and climb out and make a break for it. That's my thought.
That's not suspicious at all. Okay. Which way do the doors open?
The
Like,
doors open
into the hall or
into the
in-
ballroom.
The ballroom. Okay. We can always barricade ourselves in if we need to, I suppose. But all right, I don't know. What do you guys want to do? Go down the hall, or look down, or go down the windows?
I'm for walking down the hallway quietly and seeing if we can get down those stairs. I mean, it's just one hallway and stairway.
Make a break for it.
Pretty much.
All right. Well, I open
Although
the
I'm not a
door.
very strong runner.
I open the door. I'll spot some hidden.
There you go.
I see all and know all.
So you don't see very much, you know,
Okay.
because it's kind of dark here. But you also, you know, you don't see an army of cultists on the other side of it either.
And you just never a new color.
What else I have on my character sheet?
Is Tarkovsky going forward with his window plan?
I will.
We're on the second floor, aren't we?
I
Yeah.
will light another match.
Okay.
You see anything in the hall?
You see the hallway. It looks like you remember it from last night.
I use the lit match to light a cigar.
Excellent. Now you have a cigar
walk down
and
the
a little
hall.
bit of light.
I'll follow by.
Back down the hall and say, "Take that, mother." All right. Another door, another hall.
Are you opening? Are you listening?
Guess we can do all the crazy things.
Oh.
You...
What is it with the critical listen rolls?
I take out my 10-foot.
You know, you hear some mice in the building,
Okay.
in the walls, but you don't hear any sound of people in that hallway.
I'm gonna open the door and look out, and see if there's anything. Just regular looking. I mean,
You
it's
do
so
not
much-
you do not see anybody. The hallway appears to be empty.
I mean, we're only talking about what, like 6 feet. All right. I continue down the thing and
Get down the stairs
Okay,
now.
you go down the stairs.
get out.
Okay. You make it down the stairs without and down to the bottom stairwell on the ground floor without running into anyone.
All right, yay, success.
All right, now how do we kill Gavigan?
I'm gonna leave.
Okay.
I suggest everybody leave.
As we are, do we exit the blue pyramid without anything happening?
You do.
Let's go back to the spice shop.
And so as we're leaving, Jack is going to be very, very thorough in trying to see, is anybody watching us?
Oh crap! We should
Is
have
there anyone
ledger.
around? What's going on? How are we just creeping out of here unopposed?
Okay. Make
This feels
a
wrong.
make a spot hidden roll.
All right.
Too easy. They bugged the ship.
Hard success.
You do not see anybody watching you. It's 3:30 in the morning. The streets appear pretty empty.
Keep in mind that they didn't expect that we would actually open our cell door.
Yeah, but you'd think they would have had someone guarding the entrance to the cells, even. Something feels wrong about this.
Where did
Yeah, they
London end up?
They couldn't afford the overtime.
Yeah, because I'm sure the cultists get very generous wages.
Well, pension, they take.
They've got great dental.
Yes. And they
We
file
could-
their teeth into spikes and.
We could go back. We know exactly how to get back into the dungeon now.
Yeah, they'll never expect that. We'll infiltrate. We will infiltrate their torture dungeons.
This time we know what's going on.
Oh boy. All right.
All right, let's go back to the spice shop and check out that side door.
The only way we're going back to the spice shop is if I'm bringing high explosives and I'm just casually lob it in.
All right. Any volunteers to be a suicide bomber? Anyone?
I think his
Anyone?
name was
Crazy, but not-
Alejandro.
Yeah.
I'm gonna call not it. Yeah, it'll be whoever doesn't show up for the next game. 'Cause-
So,
Well, I think we have to find this island, right?
well,
That is in Essex.
yeah, it's in Essex. It's Miser House. It's
Yeah, we could.
Walton on Naze or something.
Yes.
Yeah, we'll go hit the library, get some maps, and
Yeah, I'm sure we can get some directions there. Just
So I guess the waitress must have
check out 1920s MapQuest,
on
right?
the island, huh? Because we checked out the spice house. Checked out. Clearly, we were just.
He wasn't in the dungeon.
Yeah.
you could try ways, but you just end up stuck on the M5. Going around.
Insert Milton Keynes joke here.
That's right. It's a big
All
ring
right.
of fire around London.
All right.
All right. So we get to Miser House and what? We storm the place. We try to sneak in. What's the plan?
Well, we'll have to re-weapon up since we lost all our stuffs.
I mean, speak for yourself. I didn't have any weapons anyway.
Well, someone's gonna want.
Oh hell yeah!
Or just let Barrington know that
Shopping.
Munson might be there. Munden might be there.
Yeah, maybe we should tell someone like.
He said not to, but that might get the cavalry there.
Yeah.
It might.
We got the
Well, I tell you what.
Praying at least.
Let's
going to bed for now.
let's think about what
Mhm.
your next move is going to be. Next session.
Assault on Miser House.
Yeah. Remind me to look up the rules for tanks in Call of Cthulhu.
Mass. This campaign is just one building assault after another.
So,
No. Aerial bombardment, right? Getting your hands on a plane, a couple of
that's the next country we visit.
Nobody panic. The 40K role playing games are also D100 based. So I'll just import my Space Marine.
20. So this we'll go to chemical warfare, and then next location we'll go to biological.
So let's talk schedule. I cannot do the next 2 weekends.
What is the next 2 weekends?
I can't do
July
the
4th?
30th or the 7th.
Yeah, that was the 4th of July weekend.
Yeah, yeah. Well, also
think
the
those are
7th's
both-
my anniversary, so I think my wife would be a little pissed at me if I was playing Call of Cthulhu instead of doing anniversary stuff.
Ah,
So
she loves this.
exactly right.
Yeah, just bring her in as a guest star. It'll be fine.
She could be the waitress.
She gets to do whatever she wants.
She
She can be Zara
hates
Shafiq
Eldritch
and pull us
Horror,
all.
so. But I could do the 14th if that works for everybody.
14 should be alright.
Bastille Day.
Can't think that far ahead.
I
Sure, why not?
should be able to do that. I'll try to let you guys know if anything crops up. But
Cool.
yeah, as far as I know, that's good for me.
Okay. Great. All right. Any parting thoughts for tonight?
Those are massively different roles than last week.
This went great. This is exactly how I expect the PC's plans to go in every game that I ever run. So, good stuff. We haven't accidentally released any world-ending demons yet.
Oh, that's because we
Yes.
used the crane
Yes.
first episode.
I was trying to figure out how I was gonna possibly, catch you guys, but I did not think that you were just gonna walk
Just
back
walk into it.
into Zara's shop. That was awesome.
Yeah.
Just didn't bring enough weapons.
Next time, right? We will all be strapped with bomb vests that have dead man switches.
We're going to be going down hallways, putting tripwires like 5 feet down hallways.
Just dead man switches. So that when they chloroform us, the switch goes loose and we explode. Right?
Yep. What is that? What is the old AD&D skill? I can't remember. Find traps.
We'll just make sure next time we get grappled, we have, that first guy that we knocked off? We just have, syringes of heroin. We just dive it in.
I still have my cayenne pepper.
It's basically your character's version of pocket sand.
I could weaponize that stuff.
Good.
Pepper
It's a
spray.
form of mustard gas.
Yeah. Get in your eyes, man. That's not good.
All right, everybody. Well, thank you for playing tonight, and we will see you all in a few weeks. Have a good 4th if I don't talk to you before then.
Bye.
Cheers.
Thanks, guys.
Take care.
Take it easy, everyone.
Bye.